Randonautica is an app that is a lot like geocaching, except with frightening outcomes and a lot more creep factor. When you download the app, you think of something you want to see, like a whale or a huge tree, or really anything, and then the app uses artificial intelligence technology to find geolocations closest to what you want to see. Sounds cool, right? Like, I'd want to do this and go exploring. You know, post-pandemic that is. I think this would be an awesome way to kick off coronavirus ending. Get together a group of friends when it's safe. Well, as safe as you can be with Skynet telling you where to go. These 6 different randonauts decided they were going to put in something and have a grand old adventure. But it went a lot like Bilbo, when he was all excited about the adventure, only to find out it was terrifying. First up is a common TikTok randonaut, named Baddest Bunny on the Block. Now, she is a very frequent randonaut and paranormal seeker who types in things that she thinks will be creepy and interesting, because I guess she is cool with maybe being cursed. So they head to the destination only to find what is basically a scene out of Dexter. Upon arrival, they are in a kind of isolated area by a river. There is a bus station nearby. Now, kids at home, if you happen across something like this, call the police first. They find a big shredded blue tarp and freshly dug earth. Thinking not much of it besides this is a little spooky, they decide to look even further. Underneath the tarp, there is a bunch of shredded black trash bags that look like someone was trying to burn it, but stopped part way. Inside the bags, again, call the police first, kids. Don't touch these things. They find a shovel and an object covered in red. Now, some people thought maybe this was staged to be a publicity report. No, she ends up calling the police and they consider it an active crime scene and take extreme interest in it. Comment below if curiosity would get the best of you, or if you'd be able to keep your hands to yourself to keep from potentially contaminating evidence. Zooming over to the second scary randonaut video, we find Steve Ronan, who is an experienced randonaut that also seeks out the spooky and the creepy so we can enjoy it from the comfort of our home. I mean, our home's comfortable and all, but these tend to linger, am I right? The shadows on the wall suddenly seem a lot more sinister, and maybe that chair over there moved. Maybe there was a face behind you in the mirror while you brushed your teeth. Okay, enough scaring ourselves. Back to the story. Steve Ronan is not to be taken lightly. He and Josh tell Randonautica that they want to find something dark and twisted. They are told to go through the woods. The app leads them to a tree with an inverted pentagram painted on the tree. A symbol that when upright means protection, but when inverted is often used to summon and worship demons. I don't know about you, but I'd put that car into reverse. They don't though. This is just the beginning. There is a constant unexplained light in the background that is leading them. The light stays the same size and moves with them, but is not coming from their equipment at all, as it is independent of any lighting they have. The light in the app leads them to a creepy abandoned house. This house looks like it's just waiting for a horror movie to be filmed in it, or for a film cast to be possessed in it. The light continues to lead them and takes them into the backyard to an abandoned playset. In the background, unbeknownst to them, there is a ghost watching them from the house. So there's a weird light leading them, demonic symbols, creepy-ass backyard playset. What else could happen? Oh, just wait. They decide to go into the house. There is another ghost here coming up the stairs. Do you see it? Comment below what you would do if you saw this ghost. They end up being reported to the police, and the police come on the scene, demanding they come out and explain themselves. Number 3. A YouTuber named Exploring with Eric puts into Randonautica to show them the scariest place they've ever seen. They probably bit off more than they could chew, as we already know, but they went through with it anyway. It's just an app, right? Right? Well, they arrive at what can be called doll hell. They find tons upon tons of dolls hung and tortured on a fence, with a warning sign that states that the property is owned by a dangerous witch that is watching at all times. The sign goes on to say that she has the tracks of your feet and will walk you naked and crazy for trespassing. No thank you, ma'am. Further down the road, there are 3 mannequins wearing old clothes, almost like they are there for her target practice or a memorial for those who have died there. The end of the video, they find an abandoned shack, but quickly feel the evil pressure of something watching them and run. Thank God, because my heart can't take the panic attack brewing for them as I watch. Hello, Blair Witch Project. Why does no one listen to horror movies? I swear. Number 4. This app is so cool because you can see places you never thought you'd see, but also maybe there are some places better left unseen. Nah. Comment below if you have a Randonautica experience you want us to talk about, and what you'd do if you've been in any of the last 3 experiences. Let's get into it. This one is called the ending. Randonauts like to think of a specific intention in their mind and believe that it helps guide the app to something more unique to their wavelengths. Manifest destiny, manifest horror. Why not? Redditor Drake Berserker went out randonauting and decided that he wanted to see an ending. Now this is pretty vague. It could be the end of the road, end of the yard, heck, even the end of your bed. However, it seems the universe heard him and decided to provide. Lucky for us, because that means we don't have to go do it and can watch him do the scary things. The app decided to take him to a cemetery. Now this would be spooky on its own and feel kind of ominous, but it gets worse. The app does not stop at the entrance to the cemetery, but instead takes him all the way in until he finds a brand new dug grave. What a way to say, hey, you want an end? Here you go. Hole is already dug. Luckily, this is where the spook ends, and he is able to get home safe to upload for us. Generous of the universe, I think. Number 5 is no slouch when it comes to the freaky and the creepy. Now, we mentioned before how the inverted pentagram is a sign of demonic rituals, and we've even seen a witch's property. But what this next one takes us to is a full-blown ritual site. There is an outline of a person on the ground, with barricades of dead trees under the arms. Then at the head, there is an arrangement of rocks, as if for some sort of magic that is not of this world. Could this be the first documented portal? Is this where those who commune in the night channel their demonic patrons, though? Luckily, it seems that the TikToker that stumbled upon this potential gateway to hell was able to get away without possession. In Ireland, there were often depictions similar to this considered fairy circles. It was considered dangerous to be near the fairy circles at night, because fairies would come and take you away. Your loved ones would then have 3 days to prove that a shapeshifter hadn't taken your place. They would subject the trickster to a series of tests, especially stating their own name, and if the trickster could not do it, they'd kill the trickster and beg the fairies to bring home their loved ones. Do you think this is that place? Maybe. This definitely is a place for rituals, though. Maybe we can get lucky, and it's a symbol of a good wish. I don't really consider us that lucky, though. Comment below what you think. Good witch or bad witch? Number 6 is just unbelievable. It will wrap up this spooky and wild story collection perfectly, and hopefully warn you on the dangers of playing with forces of evil. Now, say it's a normal day, and you're bored, cause, well, it's 2020, and murder hornets weren't cool enough, I guess. So you decide to boot up Randonautica, like Redditor FlySensa02, and ask good old Dark Side Siri for finding something evil. Now, why anyone would be like, hey big brother, tell me about a place that demonstrates the darkness of the earth. But their guardian angel was working overtime, trying to keep them from going there, as when they came out to their car, they found that they had a flat tire. If that is not an omen from whoever's saying, hey idiot, don't do this, I don't know what is. Thankfully, they decided to stay home and not tempt fate, which was probably for the best, considering evil can attach to you and easily come home. Wait, someone check on FlySensa and make sure evil wasn't already there. What if the evil was like waiting for them in their home? So when the app was going to send them out to their car, it let them know they were right where they needed to be. Talk about creepy. Well, you saw it here. Randonaut is a super great app for the newer generation, and the old, all alike, to find some fantastic things out there in the world. Feeling stuck inside because of COVID? Find somewhere nice and secluded to go explore nature and the wonders of the world. Just maybe leave the evil stuff to the priests. Or don't, and send us your video so we can tell you and everyone who watches what we think. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more of this content. Comment below what we should cover next. The mysteries of mer people, the sirens of the deep, or maybe the top 10 scariest ghost hunts in normal homes. Is that creepy feeling up the back of your spine just the cold air, or is someone walking over your grave? What superstitions do you have? What ones should we cover? Let us know. Until next time, Scary TV is out.